Hello there, guys. I'm just making a video on what it's like to have Tourette's disorder and to not take medication because I don't have any medication in my system. So, my name is Lindsay Joseph Scarce, and I've had Tourette's disorder since the age of 21. And it all started, want to say because I have XXYY chromosome disorder, which is XXYY syndrome, a form of Klinefelter syndrome. I don't know really what that means, but I have two extra male sex chromosomes in my genetic makeup. Um, and I've done the research. I don't know if it's because I have like an overdeveloped brain, but I developed Tourette's at like the age of 21. It kind of startled me and really took effect of my life, and like I had to quit my job and like find a new path, and now I work for myself. Uh, Everything's able to work out, so I don't really have to worry about work, all that much. It's not that hard for me to do my job at my own pace. And talking to people and projecting myself kind of helps me calm down, so that's really cool. So I'm not really ticking that hard right now, but I do have some very bad verbal tics, and I also have motor tics. And I find like I know a lot of different ways to calm myself down. So it's really not that bad. It's just like really embarrassing, and a lot of people don't understand it, and they think that they're a problem, or that like they're like a key culprit in why I have Tourette's. Like, but it's not that way, It's like, just because I'm hanging out with you and I have Tourette's doesn't mean that you're giving me anxiety. So it's really not as bad as it seems, you know. So I don't really mind having Tourette's. I mind whenever people make fun of me, because like it's not my fault that I have Tourette's, and I don't choose to do all of these things that I do, and it's actually helpful for me to express the tics that I have. So even though I'm saying these words that are categorized as abusive language, doesn't mean that I'm acting abusive. It just means that I'm expressing myself. And it's kind of hard not to express myself, and I wouldn't want to live any other way. So I'm going to keep being me, and it's a really good thing. And so I just wanted to give a video on what it's like for me to have Tourette's. It's stressful at times, but it's something that we, people with Tourette's, like, it's just something that we deal with, and we have to make the best out of all situations. Because, like, that's just, you have to be a deep thinker and understand yourself, because in a world where people neglect you and don't understand you and don't accept you, you have to be accepting of yourself. Because if nobody accepts you and you don't believe in yourself, like, you're never going to get anywhere, It's like, you just have to be real with yourself and keep knowing yourself, and don't let anybody stop you from doing that. Because a lot of people, they'll talk shit about you and they'll make fun of you, but you don't have to stand that, you don't have to take that, and you don't have to be around those neglectful people, and it's like, it's sad living with Tourette's, because you don't even want to go into public sometimes, depending on what kind of motor tics you have, sometimes I'd be doing some weird stuff, like flipping people off, I don't choose to do that, but it happens. And some people don't know how to take that, and it's really like off the wall, and people are just unaccepting But I try to make the best of my life by, you know, just dealing with it, and it's just a form of me expressing myself. It's kind of like laughing, you know. I don't choose to laugh, it just happens, you know. It's like, haha, I couldn't help but to laugh just then. It's kind of like that's what Tourette's is, you know. You just have a feeling and then you have to perform the tic. And that's just the way I am. So I hope everyone can find peace in accepting someone with Tourette's. Like, you know, maybe there's someone in your family, maybe there's someone in your community that you don't understand. Well, just know that it doesn't matter, you know, how they express themselves. Like, as long as they're being themselves, that's important, you know. And this goes for people without Tourette's too. You know, you might see somebody doing something strange or weird. You know, if as long as they're being themselves and they're not hurting anybody, you know, just let them go. Let them be, let them do their thing. You know, it's not a bad thing to be who you are, you know? You should just be accepting of yourself regardless of what anybody thinks. Cuz that's all you can be is yourself. Yep. So, I'm going to let you go. I'm happy I made this video, and I hope I helped someone.